Well, hello everybody and welcome to Vinyltreasures. I'm your host, Johnny G, John Galindo, coming to you live on this August 1st, 2026, the first day of August here on the 50s edition of the Vinyltreasure Show. I want to welcome you all to the program tonight. Got a cool show tonight, and I hate these hot days, though. I just don't like these humid days. You know, it wasn't well, it was like almost 90 degrees today. And I don't like that weather. I have to have the AC on up here. It's just not that. I can't wait for fall. Let's put it that way. But anyway, welcome to the 50s edition. Got a lot of early sides to play tonight. I think I have two bootlegs to play, but I got a couple of unreleased things that never came out on a 45 that somebody put out maybe sometime in the 1970s. And of course, I have a tribute to the late Arlene Smith and the Chantels, who passed away. So we're going to do a little bit of a tribute on her because she was such a great singer, and she meant so much to this 1950s style music. But anyway, we opened up the show tonight. Big Dave Swinger, you are correct. He was correct. Listen, I know a lot of people, if I don't show you the record, you might Big Dave is one of them that would guess it, really. But this Lloyd Tiny Grimes from Newport News, Virginia, played a variety of instruments, mainly the electric four-string tenor guitar. In 1940, he joined the Cats and the Fiddle as a guitarist and singer. And then in 1943, joined the Art Tatum Trio. In the late 40s, he went solo with Paul Williams. He co-headlined the first Moondog Coronation Ball, and that was promoted by Alan Freed. He was in Cleveland at the time, and that was on March 21st of 1952, and that was often claimed to be the very first rock and roll concert. And this was Lloyd Tiny Grimes, his second of, well, I don't know if it's his second, but this one's on Ivan Ballin's Gotham label. Came out in February of 51. I have this on a 78, I think. I think I might have played the flip side on one of the 78 shows that I've done on one of those Thursday afternoons. But I said, let me find an instrumental I have not played here, because I got about 5 boxes of records over there, all randomly. Well, I picked out one of them last Sunday, but I looked for instrumental, and I found this one. And it's Tiny Grimes and his orchestra on Gotham. Riverside Jump is the name of the tune. But anyway, there you go. So let's start it off here. I picked this. I don't have many bonus tracks tonight. I'm going to have to move my Collector Corner record to tomorrow. I have one. Also, I'll have two. I'll have one in 58, and I'll have one in 59, a girl group in 59. But anyway, it's because we got the tribute to Arlene Smith. But let's start it off here. This group formed while attending Fremont High School in Los Angeles, California. They first recorded as The Miracles on the Cash record label, but then they would sign with Bob Ross's Ardell record label. And maybe you know their signature song. Came out in 1956. Lots of people always requested here on the show, The Way You Look Tonight. Okay, that was their first. Okay, but I'm sorry. That was not their first. This is their first. It features Val Polito. Val Polito is on lead here from June of 1955. Let's open up here the vocal portion with the Jaguars. Jaguars on Ardell. It's called Rocket, Davy, Rocket. Here you go, the Jaguars.
Well, Davy Rocket was a piano man. He started playing when the music began. Oh, he met himself a piano when he was only 3. He carved it out of a hickory tree. And all the east, well, he was the best. Then everybody started moving to the west. Davy didn't stop till he hit the coast, and then they thought this cat the most. Rock, 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 rockin' Davy, rockin' now. 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 Now he became a movie star. He bought himself a great guitar. Now he wasn't making so much jack. He bought a Palomino and a Cadillac. Well, rock, 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 rockin' Davy, rockin' 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 rock, 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 rockin' Davy, rockin'. You just can't miss. You find that those who reach the top have got the stuff that just won't stop. Well, rock, 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 rock the Davy, rockin', rock, 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 rock the Davy, rockin' now. Rock, 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 rock the Davy, rockin' now. Rock, 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 rock the Davy, rockin', rock, 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 rock the Davy, rockin', rock, 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 rock the Davy, rockin'.
Okay, there you go. That is our. That's a cool. I'm going to send that one out to Davey Hecht in Vermont. They're talking about you, Davey, on that record there. Those are the Jaguars, June 1955. That's their first release on the Ardell record label. And it's kind of different logo. It's AA. Is it double A? Yeah, AARDELL versus later on in the 1956 logo with that big R. So kind of like changed it around a little bit. But that one there, the Jaguars, to open up the show this evening. Rocket Davy Crockett is the name of the tune. And yeah, I didn't mention that too. But anyway, but this group also had some other great releases too, by the way, on the Ebb and the Original Sound and the Rendezvous labels. Let us continue here. We count down the music chronologically here on the Saturday show, and I'm just letting you know in advance. Okay, a lot of the early sides are ballads, and they're slower. I try to mix it up, and I couldn't add that many more here to the show tonight, but I tried to get the tempos right, so we kind of go fast and medium and slow, but some of them are slow, and some of them are very rare. And I got, actually, you know this gal, okay? And we're going to open up here from May of 1950. Okay, Esther Mae Jones is her name, and she was discovered by band leader Johnny Otis, first recording for the Bahari Brothers Modern label as a vocalist for the Johnny Otis band. And she would follow Otis to Herman Lubinsky's Savoy label in 1950. And this is her third release, and actually the first one on a 45. I think this is a true original 45 here, and the four buddies, or the four buds, are supposedly backing her up. I think more on the flip side, which is called Cupid's Arrow, I think. But anyway, this is a request for Bill Obe. He's looking for this record, one of his top wants, on the Savoy label. Bill has a fantastic Savoy collection, all mint, some unplayed too, but he's definitely looking for this. We're going to send it out to Bill Obe in New Jersey, May 1950. This is Little Esther on the Savoy label. It's called Just Can't Get Free. Here you go, Bill, for you.
They say he's not for me. Sure, I know all about it. But he won't set me free, and I just can't live without him. I've tried to cast him aside, but I just can't get free. Why do I love him so when he's not good to me? My friends are laughing at me, but my pride went with my heart. I've been a fool for him right from the start. He won't be true to me, I know.
He won't be true.
But he's not to blame.
Not to blame.
I could have some other guys, but they're just not the same. I'll cling to him till the end, though I have cause to doubt him. He's all the world to me, and I just can't live without him.
Okay, there you go. That one there going out to Bill Olben, New Jersey. That is, well, you did hear the male group in the background. Those are the four buddies there. And that is Little Esther. Little Esther, her third release on Herman Lubinsky's Savoy Records out of Newark, New Jersey, May 1950. Just can't get free. So, Bill, tell that other person, okay, you want a lower price on that record. I bought that for $200. So that's a great price for that record. Maybe it's worth a little bit more than that, to be honest with you. But sometimes, you know, some of these dealers, they charge way too much. And they really have to start thinking of possibly selling their records because, I mean, listen, I have a lot of young listeners that tune into the program here, but the time is now, really, to sell the records, I say. But anyway, but Bill Olb, I'm holding Bill Olb up with doing his Thursday special here. I have to practice playing LPs here because his next show is all LP related, and I haven't had time to. I'm telling you, I haven't had time to do anything. Although I did make an appointment for my eyes, I will do. That's going to be, and that's on September 2nd. So we'll see how the cataract thing goes on, and that's going to be if she schedules the surgery. So she's got to let me know what she thinks. But anyway, Johnny G is your disc jockey for a Saturday evening. We're live on Oldies and More Radio, also live on the YouTube stream. If you are new to the program, please consider subscribing to Johnny G's Vinyl Treasure Show. It'll keep the copyright gremlins away. They came out on Wednesday and shut me down with So Much in Love by the Times, and then I couldn't play the last record, but I really had a long run. I was surprised. But let us continue here. I mentioned that I would be playing some, well, I guess I can't really consider, well, I guess we can call this a reproduction, but this next song never came out on a 45. It only was on a 78. So it makes it easier for me. Not that I even have this on a 78. I don't have many 78s on the Derby label. I have some. Betty McLaurin, I think, is one. I do have one of the groups there also. But I got a bunch of records in that I normally wouldn't buy, but there were a lot of records that I didn't have, either on original or on a 78. So it made it worth my while to do that. But this is a request for Casey Hines, but Casey asked me to play it on a 78, and I did not have it. But I was able to get this 45 of it. Of course, it's a reproduction. Okay, this group first started recording back in 1948. They were the King Odom Quartet, and they recorded for the Music Craft record label. Then in 1950, they signed with Derby Records. Okay, and this is the group's third single on the label. Okay, it's Larry Newton. He was the owner of the Derby label, and let's see. The group included Isaiah Bing, second tenor, Cleveland Bing, baritone, David Boots Bowers, bass, and the lead singer on this, his name is David King Odom. That is the lead singer on this. This song was first done back in 1931 by the Paul Whitman Orchestra with Mildred Bailey on the vocal, and that was on the Victor label. But let's go to March of 1951 now, and so many groups and artists have recorded this tune. But let's give a listen to this rendition, and it's a request for Casey Hines in Paris, the King Odom 4 on Derby Records. It's called All of Me. Here you go, Casey, for you.
All of me, why not take all of me? Can't you see I'm no good without you? Take my lips, I want to lose them. Take my arms, I never use them. Your goodbyes left me with eyes that cry. How can I go on, dear, without you? You took the part that once was my heart. So why not take all of me?
All of me,
Baby,
why not take all of you?
yes,
Can't you see I'm no good without you, without you? So take my lips, my ruby lips, I want to lose them. Take my arms, I'll never use them. So your goodbyes,
honey,
left me with eyes that cry.
that
Oh,
cry.
how can I go on, dear, without you, without you? Say you took the part that once was my heart. So why not? Why not? Why not take all of me?
Okay, there you go. That one there going out to Casey Hines in Paris. I wish I had an original 78 like Karen Efron does. Lucky you, Karen. Great that you have that on a 78. You see, I didn't really focus on a lot of the 78s. It was later on after Spence was bringing me records, and he said, "Johnny, I ran out of some stuff here. Do you mind if I bring you some 78s?" But then he started doing that. And then I started to buy some of the 78s, but that is only available on a 78. I have to agree with you, Big Dave Swinger, that sounded pretty good on a Repro 45 on red vinyl there. Some of the other ones I'm playing, I got two others that don't sound so well. Well, I guess, I don't know, they just don't sound well, but I don't have them anywhere. And they're very expensive records, but that is a cool record. I like that there. March 1951, the King Odom 4 on the Derby label, going out to Casey Hines. All of Me is the name of the tune. Let us continue here, and let's fill a request now for Edmund Williams. You just heard from Esther Mae Jones, her third release on the Savoy record label. Of course, she would follow the Johnny Otis to Federal Records, Sid Nathan's Federal record label, and this one here is from February of 1952. She had 15 releases on the Federal label. This is her 6th release, and this is written by Johnny Otis, Marie Dillard, and Rick Darnell. This is from February 52, and it's a request for Edmund Williams in Queens, New York. I thought I didn't have this release, but not everything is checked off in my 45 RPM directory, which I've had for, since the 80s. And everything was supposed to be checked off, but I didn't check off stuff for about 8 years of buying records. And this was one that missed the check off. But I saw it in the box. Little Esther returns, this time on the Gold Top Federal label. And let's give a listen to her tune. It's called The Storm. This is for Edmund Williams. Here you go, Edmund, for you, Little Esther.
40 days and nights it's been raining, Lord, and I still can't see the light. 40 days and nights it's been raining, Lord, and I still can't see the light. They say the sun is shining, but my day seems like night. They tell me the skies are sunny, but I see dark clouds above. Skies are sunny, but I see dark clouds above. Where the seems so stormy, Lord, I've lost the one I love.
Okay, now you know what the lazy DJ segue would be to this record would be like Stormy Weather by the Five Sharps. Well, I don't have that on a 78. I can play the Jubilee reproduction, though, on the record. But there you go. That's a pretty cool record that she does. She does, on the flip side of this, it's Summertime. She does a nice rendition of Summertime. But that one there, by request for Edmund Williams in Queens, New York, February 52 release. Little Esther on Federal Records, The Storm. And that was her 6th of 15 releases on the Federal labels. Great stuff. Well, listen, Federal's just a fantastic label to collect. If you're looking to collect a label, Federal Deluxe King, you get everything you want on that label. Let us continue here for a Saturday evening. Let's fill a request for UK listener Indrajit Advani, and he wants to send this one out to all the Vinyl Show listeners in the chat room. Of course, you know this singer from Kenner, Louisiana, later on known as Mr. Personality, but not early in his career. Started recording back in 1952 for Art Roop Specialty Records, of course. But let's see, this is his 5th release on the Specialty label, and it's a tune that he wrote. This came out in May of 1953. We move into 53 for Mr. Lloyd Price. Lloyd Price on the Specialty label by request for Indrajit Advani. To all you listeners in the chat room, it's called Where You At is the question. This is Lloyd Price. Here you go, Indrajit, for you. Okay, there you go. That one there going out to UK listener Indrajit Advani. That is the sound of Lloyd Price. And Big Dave Swinger, any idea who the group is in the background there? I don't know if the line... Sometimes, you know, you can go to the liner notes on a lot of the CDs that were put out over the years, and sometimes they have some of the information of the tracks and whatnot. I haven't had time to do that, and I don't think Charlene knows where to find that stuff. Some of it are on hard copy books, but sometimes you can be lucky and look for it online, but it's not that easy to find the information. It takes a lot of time to do a lot of the research. I would like to do that more by myself. I just don't have the time to do it, but give you a little bit more background, maybe who these musicians are, because who was playing the saxophone on that? That is a great sax break on that. May 1953, Mr. Lloyd Price on Specialty. Where You At is the name of the tune. Well, you know where you at. you're at the Vinyl Treasure Show with Johnny G on a Saturday evening. I'll be back tomorrow beginning at 9 p.m. We will play that show I was supposed to play last Sunday. It'll be tomorrow. And I added some bonus tracks in there with Arlene Smith and the Chantels in the 1958 block, but I have her tonight in the last block also. But let us continue here. We are in the 1953, so since Joe Shacatano's PC has been on the brink, haven't heard from Joe now in a number of months, I had my want list, okay, of records that people request of me that I don't have, so I really do put it on a want list, and sometimes I send it out and they get filled and I get the records, but this one was going to definitely be a tough one. I thought it would have been in a collection I looked at about 2 years ago, but it was not, and I knew he had the record because he called me on it, talking about Greg. He went to Canada to get this 45 and others, okay, on this Rama label, because whoever he spoke to, it was some kind of connection on eBay. He drove to Canada and he met the guy. He had to pay him cash for a number of rare Rama 45s, and they were original on red vinyl. And I know he had this one on original. I don't have it, okay? But it was in the box of records that I did get. And it's a request for listener Joe Shacatano. And I think Karen Efron, you had this on your want list too. I think I told you that I didn't have the 45, but I'm going to play it, okay, either way. And this doesn't sound as good as the one you heard by the King Odom 4. But anyway, this group is out of Philadelphia, PA. They included Richard Gregory, Samuel Johnson, Donald Marshall, Julius Robinson, and Ernest Sonny Smith. Now, collectively, they were known as the Buccaneers. Now, they were discovered, I think they were going to Temple University, maybe at the time. I think they were discovered by Jerry Halpern and Ed Krenzel, signed them to their label Southern Records, okay, and they had their debut single, which I do have, thanks to buying it from Don Folletti, Dear Ruth, on an original. That is a hard record to find, believe me. That was the one that the Count found for 5 cents when he was buying the liverwurst sandwich, and he said he wanted $3,000 for it back in the 1980s sometime. And I saw the ad in Discovery, and I told him, I said, look, I'll buy it from you for $2,500. And he said, I'm not doing it, Captain. I said, you're not doing it. I said, why? He says, well, it's $3,000 if you want it. I said, no. I says, I'll buy it right now. I says, 2 weeks have gone by. Have you gotten any offers for it? He said, no. I said, well, don't come to me at the end of the month and say that you have the record for sale, because it's going to go down to $2,000. So he called me and he said to me, Johnny, I didn't sell the record, so you can have it for $3,000. I said, what did I tell you? I said, I would have bought it from you for $2,500. So he said, well, no, I want $3,000. I said, no, $2,000. I don't care. $2,000 for the record. And he refused to. I said, you paid 5 cents for the damn record. Sell it to me for $2,000. And he didn't do it. Of course, Greg ended up selling that copy for him, and he got that amount of money because Greg took I think a $500 commission on it. I think he gave him $1,500 for it. So he lost out about, 10 years? He would have had the money in advance, but that's how the record collecting business worked with Johnny G. Sorry about that long thing. But anyway, their first release was a song called Dear Ruth. Okay, but they would sign with George Golner's Rama record label for 2 releases, and this was their second, co-written by the lead singer of the group. His name is Ernest Sonny Smith, and this is not an original, unfortunately, but it does come with red vinyl, I think. This is from 1953 for Joe Shacatano, and we'll send it out to Karen Efron in our YouTube chat room. The Buccaneers on Rama. It's called Come Back, My Love. Here you go, Karen and Joe, for you.
Come back to me.
Okay, there you go. That is really a rare 45 if you have an original of that, even on a 78. And I agree with you, Darren. That is probably off of a 78. I don't know. Sometimes sometimes the 78s, depending on what kind of wax they use or whatever you want to call it, slate or whatever, glass or whatever you want to call it. Sometimes they're really nice. Like the major record companies, they really had. The independents a little bit different than the major companies like RCA and MGM. They had nice 78s, but I don't know about early Ramas like that. But there you go. That one they're going out to Joe Shacatano. Also, we'll send it out to Karen Efron. 1953, The Buccaneers on Rama Records. Come Back, My Love is the name of the tune. That's Ernest Sonny Smith on lead, and that's not an original, folks. That is a reproduction. I think I have that on a black label, a black vinyl also. Anyway, it was in the collection. Let us continue now. This is an original, okay, and it's a request for Gary Spring Gary Spring in our YouTube chat room as we go to Sid Nathan's King record label now out of Cincinnati, Ohio, and this group is out of Harlem, New York. They were formed by two ex-Dominoes, Charlie White and bass Bill Brown. And this is their 6th of 10 on the King record label. And this was a popular World War II song made famous in 1942 by Vera Lynn. And this was a song recorded by so many groups through the years. Let's give a listen to the Checkers here. The Checkers with Bill Brown on lead, and the other voice you'll hear is that of Little David Bawn. Okay, this is by request for Gary Hines, October 53, The Checkers, with their rendition of the tune, White Cliffs of Dover. Here you go, Gary, for you, The Checkers.
There'll be bluebirds over the white cliffs of Dover tomorrow. Just you wait and see. Well, there'll be love and laughter and peace here and ever tomorrow when the world is free. The shepherd will tend his sheep, the valley will bloom again, and Johnny will go to sleep in his own little room again. Will there be blue, over the white cliffs of Dover tomorrow? Just wait and see. Of Dover tomorrow, just you wait and see. Just you wait and see.
Okay, they like that one there in the YouTube chat room. That is the sound of the Checkers. Those are the Checkers on the King record label. That is the bass, Bill Brown on lead. That one they're going out to Gary Spring in our YouTube chat room. The Checkers with their rendition of the tune White Cliffs of Dover. They're 6th of 10 on Sid Nathan's King record label. Just so some of you know, if I miss saying hello to you, you have to time. I think some of you do that. You need to time your your hellos to Johnny G, because if I'm playing the record, give it a few seconds, okay? Because then if I'm doing something and you're saying hello in there, I don't see it. With all the chatter, it goes up. And I try to scroll back down and look, but I only have a few minutes to say hello to everybody. I do want to do that. A lot of the podcasters, they don't say hello to anybody, but I try to greet all the people in my chat room there. Sometimes it's going to be difficult to do. I will tell you that much. But anyway, you're listening to the Vinyl Treasure Show. This is our Saturday evening get-together. It's early 1950s. We are in the 1953 block. We're going to go till, I think I have my last record is from 1959 for old school. It's the Falcons. So I had to split it up because I have too many records for tomorrow evening. Like 47 records. It's a lot. I got to cut that down. But anyway, so we're going to close with records from 58 and 59. And anyway, but let us continue here, and let's fill a request for listener Harvey Karp as we go back to Philadelphia now. And this is a record that was never released, okay? The song, I should say, was never released, okay? And the group is out of Philadelphia. I have featured them before here on the program. Actually, it was either last week or the week before. A group called the Cherokees, and they won a local talent contest, and the prize was a recording contract with Herb Slotkin's Grand record label. And the group included Carl English, Thomas Lee, George Pounds, Melvin Story, and Russell Carter was the lead singer of the group. And this was an unreleased master. I think Jerry Green got this, and this came out on Lost Night Records originally, 1972 maybe? He put it out because it didn't come. That was the first time it was ever heard on a Lost Night single, and somebody put it out kind of like on a Grand 45. It sounds pretty good too, I have to tell you. I don't have the Lost Night issue, but that's the only way you can get it, really. But it came out in Lost Night in February of 72. This was booted, I think, in 77 on the Grand release. So this is from December 53. We're going to send this one out to Harvey Karp. Here are the Cherokees with Russell Carter on lead on Grand Records from December 53. It's called By the Candlelight. Here you go, Harvey, for you.
By the candlelight, and shine so brightly, and God watch day and nightly. Malvern, I love you so. Trust, please, darling, don't ever leave me. Now, darling, now that you know, how
Monday, unreleased tracks here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. That is Russell Carter on lead with the Cherokees. They recorded that December of 1953, probably to be released on a grand record label, but it did not get released. A song entitled By the Candlelight. We'll send that one out to Harvey Karp. This first on a February 72 Lost Night reissue. Okay, and I think the flip side is it's called Brenda, which is good too. So Big Dave wants me to check if it says, if it has Lost Night stampers in here. And what do I see? I see something in here. It says LN. No, I'm sorry. It says 111-B. So that's what's in the stampers. I don't see the LN. It's got whoever put the. I'll show it to you. I mean, it looks like a pretty cool. It looks like a pretty cool repro, to be honest with you, and it doesn't sound bad either. Anyway, there you go. That's going out to a listener, Harvey Karp. Let us continue here, and we are in the. We're going to move into 1954 now and fill a request for Gary McClendon in our YouTube chat room, as this group, an offshoot from Deke Watson's Brown Dots. Now, in 1947, they recorded as the Four Tunes, with releases on the Manor label. I used to play them on my 78 show, which I hope to get back to one day. Then in 1953, they signed with Jerry Blaine's Jubilee Records. They had 15 releases on the Jubilee label. Now, Gary requested their second. Okay, this is with Sid Bass and the Orchestra. This features Pat Best on lead, and this charted #1. This was a #1 record on WVSA in Somerset, Pennsylvania from January 54. Here are the Four Tunes. The Four Tunes on Jubilee going out to Gary McClendon in our YouTube chat room. It's called Sugar Lump. Here you go, Gary, for you, the Four Tunes.
Sugar lump, you're my sugar lump. You grow sweeter and sweeter every day. Sugar lump, you're my sugar lump. You grow sweeter and sweeter in every way. You've got lips like candy, eyes that shine. Sweetheart, you're a dandy, and to top it off, you are my sugar lump. You're my sugar lump. But I'm afraid that someday you will melt away. But until that day, you never get away. Sugar lump, sugar lump, sugar lump, sugar, my sugar lump, sugar lump, sugar lump, sugar. You grow sweeter and sweeter every day. Sugar lump, you're my sugar lump. You grow sweeter and sweeter in every way. Yes, you got lips like candy, eyes that shine. Sweetheart, you're a dandy, and to top it off, you are my sugar lump. You're my sugar lump. But I'm afraid that someday you will melt away. But until that day, you'll never get away. Sugar lump, sugar lump. You're my sweetie pie.
Okay, there you go. That one there going out to Gary McClendon. I was going to say Gary Spring again. Gary McClendon in our YouTube chat room. I don't know. Listen, I'm only reading what's on here, Big Dave, so maybe it is. I can't tell you. That one there, January 1959. Those are the four tunes. Four tunes on the Jubilee label. It's called Sugar Lump is the name of the tune. Johnny G takes sugar in his coffee, and I have to have half and half. I can't drink my coffee black. I have to have half and half in my coffee. When I was on my Weight Watchers diet, when I lost 106 pounds at one point, I told the person who was running the class, I said, look, I have to have certain things. She goes, well, you can work around it. And I did work around it. I was measuring it. I was like measuring 2 tablespoons of half and half, and I would have to add the low-fat one. It was when it was points. And I'm telling you, I did well on that diet. Not well the next time I went on it, but as you get older, it's more difficult to lose the weight. And I probably should. I have a month to do it to get down. My mother says, Johnny, you better lose some weight if you have to go for the cataract surgery. I mean, it's not a big thing. I was talking to Tony Barcia about it, and a lot of people have had it done. It's very simple. But I want to make sure that I'm healthy to do that. You know, I'm supposed to take a stress test. And believe me, Johnny G has been under a lot of stress lately as we continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Let's go back to Philadelphia now. We are in the 1954 block and fill a request for listener Gordy Freeman in our YouTube chat room. We go back to Herb Slotkin's Grand record label. This group had 7 releases on the Grand label. You're going to hear 2 of them tonight. One on an original and one I don't have. The only one that's missing, I think, was their last single I don't have. I have it on a 78, but not on a 45. But anyway, this is their 3rd release on Herb Slotkin's Grand label. And the originals for you collectors have to be thick wax with no address. Okay, that's it. But anyway, January 1954, this features George Grant on lead. Let's give a listen to the Castells. The Castells on the Grand label, January 54. The song is called Do You Remember? This is for Gordy Freeman in our YouTube chat room. Here you go, the Castells. Wait, hold on, I'm sorry. Hit that too hard.
Do you recall the night when I held you up
Okay, out of Philadelphia there, the sound of the Castells, very popular in the Philadelphia area and all along the East Coast, too. They're third of 7 on Herb Slotkin's Grand Records by request for Gordy Freeman in our YouTube chat room, January 54, the Castells with Do You Remember? That's George Grant on lead for that one. Johnny G is here spinning original 45s and some reproductions. I mean, I kind of said I'm going to, kind of take pride with playing originals, but I try to get them. I still will try to get them. But if you would like to make a request on a future Vinyl Treasure show, email Johnny G at vinyltreasures@aol.com. Sometimes I can't always promise. I get so many comments now all over the place and with emails and everything else, so I really got to follow them on the email address, vinyltreasures@aol.com. But let us continue now. Let's fill a request now for James Pomerico. This group from Gary, Indiana, they had 2 releases on Leonard Allen's United label out of Chicago, and James requested their second, which I have to tell you, with the presses of this record, their second release on United are not good. Something happened at the pressing plant with this record, because Spence brought me up like 3 copies of this, all right? Of course, this was the most expensive one because it played the better one, but the 78 plays fantastic, which I have featured on my Thursday afternoon show. But this is the 45 that James requested. The lead singer of the group, his name was Clarence Anderson, who sang both sides of their first release, Tell Me and Woo Wee Baby. And he was scheduled to be the lead singer on their second release also, and initially recorded this tune, but Leonard Allen didn't like it. Okay, so he told the writer of the tune, whose name was Miller Robinson, and not a member of the group, to record it. He says, I don't like the way the guy did it, the previous lead singer of the group, so I want you to do it. So he told him to sing this tune, and they put it out, and this is how it came out. The group is called the 5 C's, letter C, the 5 C's, from June of 1954, going out to James Pomerico, the 5 C's with My Heart's Got the Blues. You're gonna hear some static on this, but that's the press, and this is a Stone Mint copy. Here you go, folks, or here you go, James, for you.
I can't go on without you. Can't see this life through. Don't know what to do. My heart's got those blues because of you.
Because of you,
I always dream about you, I scheme about you, but that's nothing new. My heart's got those blues because of you. I try to forget that you've gone away, making believe you'll come back someday. I try to, I can't play the time, but I end up acting like a clown. If I should lie about you, cry about you, what good would it do? My heart's got those blues because of you. you've gone away, making believe you'll come back someday. I try to act gay, play the town, but I end up acting like a clown. If I should lie about you, cry about you, what good would it do? My heart's got those blues because of you.
Okay, that one there going out to a listener, James Pomerico. That's the sound of the 5 C's, and that is Miller Robinson on lead, and he wrote the tune, not the normal lead. Okay, not the normal lead of this on this 45, June 1954. It got better as it went on, but it's a defect at the pressing plant. You can check your copy, prove Johnny G wrong if you have this record. And I don't even think this comes on red vinyl. The other one I have on the red vinyl, it plays pretty nice. But the 78s play fantastic because they do have a 78 of this. My Heart's Got the Blues is the name of the tune. Now, the original lead, okay, his name is Clarence Anderson. It is on the CD. There's a CD of United, and they did put it out how they first heard it. But I don't know, Leonard Allen said it wasn't going to go out that way, so I never heard the other version. Anyway, Johnny G babbling here. Let us continue. One more from the year 1954 as we go to Washington, D.C. now and fill a request for listener Big Dave Swinger. See, Big Dave Swinger sent Johnny G a whole bunch of requests of these unissued things that I didn't have, not until recently. So I was looking at all the ones that I potentially missed, and this was one of them, okay, as this group recorded for Liz Claiborne. Now, she was in the business of recording local talent and selling the masters to other record companies. Now, I don't know if they sold this master already to, what is it, to the Big Town label or not. Maybe Big Dave, you might know. Or is this just somebody, and I don't know who had this Firefly label. I don't know who owned the Firefly record label. But anyway, many of her material that she recorded would come out in the 1970s on Firefly and also on Roadhouse. Okay, but this one's on the Firefly label, and the group included Ernest Champion, first tenor, Clayton Roberts, bass, Maurice Watkins, baritone, and Marcus Wright. He's the lead singer of the group, and they were known as the Ontarios. They record, and I have the Big Town. I think I have their releases on the Big Town label. So it says here on the label, I think it says arrangement with Big Town Records, but I don't know if that's true. I doubt it. But anyway, from October 54, going out to Big Dave Swinger in our YouTube chat room, here are the Ontarios on Firefly Records. It's called I'll Drink a Toast. Here you go, Big Dave, for you, the Ontarios. Okay, there you go. That one there going out to a Big Dave Swinger. Those are the Ontarios. Ontarios, that is Marcus Wright on lead, recorded October of 1954, and that came out on the Firefly record label. I'll Drink a Toast is the name of the tune, and the few Fireflies that I did buy when they came out, I bought them from a West Coast record dealer, Ripley. And he was a nice guy. I spoke to him a few times, and he was, I think he had a record store at one time, but then he just did all mail order. And then he had his brother too. I forget the name. And then his brother passed away. He told me his brother passed away. I used to buy from him too. I forget his name. Okay, maybe somebody remembers his name. But anyway. I used to buy, and he used to have quantity on a lot of the records, and they were cheap. I used to get lots of original Dutones for him for like $3 and $5. Used to put them on a little invoice, okay, and that's when the postage was cheaper, and you had better service. Forget about the postage now. It is like ridiculous to deal with records in the mail. Forget about it. Anyway, let us continue here on a Saturday evening. If you are new to this program, please consider subscribing to Johnny G's Vinyl Treasure Show. This is our second show of the week. I'll be back tomorrow evening, beginning at 9 p.m. We will continue where we left off, 1958, and I think I'm going to 1964 for Timothy's record is the last record on the show. I think that's it, if I remember. But we are in 1955 now. Let's fill a request for listener Jack Saperstein in New Jersey as we go to Chicago. And this group was called the Four Buddies, not to be confused with the group of the same name that recorded for the Savoy label. They were from Baltimore, Maryland, and someone by the name of Jimmy Davis became the group's manager and started a new label called Club 51. And with the group's first of two singles, with the group's first of two singles, they backed up two artists on the label. One was Rudy Green, which I think I have featured here on the program, and the other was Bobby James, a gal that I have featured here on the program. And then they had their own release. Okay, this is with Lefty Bates Orchestra, okay, which included Bates on guitar, Red Holloway on tenor sax, and Prince Cooper on piano. This features Ularcy Manor as the lead singer. Let's give a listen to the Four Buddies. The Four Buddies on Club 51 from May 55 for Jack Saperstein. The song is called Dolores. Here you go, Jack, for you.
Why did you leave me? Why did you go? I've always loved you, Dolores, come back to me. Oh, Dolores, darling, you are my all. Please come back, won't you please hear my call? I love you dearly, Dolores, come back to me. Well, Dolores, I love you, yes, I really love you. Please don't break my heart. Well, Dolores, I love you, place no love above you. So please don't break my heart. Dolores, darling, I know I was wrong. I love you dearly, but that old thrill is gone. I'll keep on feeling you'll come back to me someday.
That's May 1955 release there for the Four Buddies. Four Buddies on the Club 51 record label. Ularcy Manor is the lead singer on that. A cool tune, Dolores, going out to Jack Saperstein. Had that 45. He had an original. Jack is requesting records he had originals on, and he likes to see the labels. Brings back memories, and I hope it brings back memories to a lot of you record collectors out there that maybe sold your records off. I know a lot of you have not yet, but sometimes, yeah, it never runs through my mind. I mean, I'm 67, going to be 68 in September, so sometimes you have to think about, listen, I've already been 68 years already, so you're more than half of your life is gone. So what do you do with your records? Where do they go? How could they be used in something nice or something good? But anyway, it's a kind of, I don't like to think about that. I really don't. But anyway, let us continue here. Listen, we got to live for the day. We got to live every day. That's what we need to do, and that's what we do here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Let's fill a request now for Frank and Jerry Gingaro in our YouTube chat room, as Frank requested one of the most successful groups to come out of the city of New Orleans. And they had 16 releases for Lou Chudd's Imperial record label. Frank requested their 8th release. Okay, this features Leonard Chick Carbo on lead. This charted number 9 on WRR in Dallas, Texas from May of 1955. Let's give a listen to the Spiders. The Spiders on Imperial Records for Frank and Jerry Gingaro. It's called Bells in My Heart. Here you go, Frank, for you, the Spiders.
Yes, there's bells in my heart, and there's stars in my eyes. I'm so in love with you. Blessed be the tie that binds. What joy and ecstasy. You're just the one for me. Great day, there's bells in my heart. It's peace to my mind, just to know that you're for me. Our love has made us one. You're mine, I'm yours, you see. You thrill like no one can. My heart is in your hands. Great day, there's bells in my heart. Don't say that you don't care. I'd follow you around. I'd find you anywhere. You're sentenced to my life. Our love is paradise. Great day, there's bells in my heart. Great day, there's bells in my heart.
Okay, there you go. That is a great sound of the Spiders out of New Orleans there from May of 1955. That one there by request for Frank and Jerry Gingaro, the Spiders on Imperial Records. Bells in My Heart is the name of the tune, and that one there featured Leonard Chick Carbo on lead for that one. Usually Leonard's brother Hayward Chuck Carbo would do the majority of the leads, but of course both of them would go on to solo careers, very, I guess, successful solo careers. They would do that, and that one there for Frank and Jerry. Now Frank as one of the co-hosts, along with his partner, Gordon Skagberg, of the Rhythm and Blues Serenade. And you can hear the Rhythm and Blues Serenade on Sunday afternoons beginning at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 3 p.m. to 5 on WRHU.org, 88.7 FM. Also on the net, I said that, WRHU.org on the net. Now, they will not be live tomorrow, but on the following Sunday, on the 9th, August 9th, they will have special guest collector Frank Cassie will be there. So mark your calendars. Frank is bringing some rare records out of his collection to play on the Rhythm and Blues Serenade. So mark your calendars for August 9th. Frank Cassie, a guest collector on the Rhythm and Blues Serenade with Frank and Gordon. And they play the same music, the same type of music that Johnny G plays on 45 and 78 too. Frank plays his 78s on the show. Let us continue now. We are in the 1955 block. Let's fill a request for Daniel Kubacki. Okay, this next singer recorded with a group called the Blenders on the R&B record label, and also had releases on RPM. This one is second of two that he did on the Imperial subsidiary Post Records. And he also wrote this tune. His name is Earl Curry. Earl Curry, I have a number of his releases in my collection. I don't know if there's a group on this one, though. I got to listen closely. November 1955, going out to Daniel Kubacki in our YouTube chat room. Here is Earl Curry on Post. It's called Love Somebody. Here you go, Daniel, for you, Earl Curry. That sounds like New Orleans to Johnny G. That's the sound of Earl Curry going out to Daniel Kubacki in our YouTube chat room. What is that? Second of two on the Post record label, November 55. Love Somebody is the name of the tune. We are in the 1955 block as the Castells return to the program here. As we go back to Philadelphia to Herb Slotkin's Grand record label. This was their this was their sixth release. This was the follow-up to Marcella, and I don't have this on an original 45. I have it on an original 78, okay, but not on a 45. And this is the 1961 press that Slotkin ended up repressing that was sold in Times Square Records at the time. You can buy all the Castells back in the early 1960s, as they were in the 1960s revival. Their records were available at Times Square Records. So if you check any of those old surveys, they're all on there. Okay, but this one is from January of 55. It's by request for Karen Efron in our YouTube chat room, again with George Grant on lead. The Castells with their rendition of the tune, Heavenly Father. Here you go, Karen, for you, the Castells.
Heavenly Father, oh, above, please protect the little girl I love, no matter when or where she is bound. Keep her always safe and sound. Help her to know and help her to see that I love her as she loves me. And dear Lord, help me to be the kind of boy she wants me to be.
I once had a heart that was young and gay,
Oh, young and gay,
but now it's blues since she's away.
yes, she's away. You pick her out from all of the rest, and with your help, she'll do her best. So take care of her. Please bring her home to me. Heavenly Father, I pray, I say I pray to thee.
Okay, they like that one there in the YouTube chat room. Those are the Castells, George Grant and the Castells there from January 1955. Their last release on the grand label Heavenly Father is the name of the tune. That one there going out to Karen Efron in our YouTube chat room, who will be here in September. And I'm curious, we'll see when Karen gets here on a Thursday afternoon. So stay tuned for that as we continue here. We are in the 1955 block. Let's fill a request now for listener Carl Jones. I saw Carl in the YouTube chat room here. This blues harmonica player from Gadsden, Alabama, first started recording as Boogie McCain in 1954 for the Trumpet record label. Then he signed with Ernie Young's Excello Records, where he developed his amplified harmonica style. Okay, and this is his first of 7 releases on the Excello record label, and it's a song he wrote. Okay, and I have this, it says it's stamped sample copy, but it's not yellow, it's the orange thing, so I don't know. So this is the DJ copy. Anyway, November 1955, by request for Carl Jones. Let's give a listen to Jerry McCain and his Upstarts on Excello Records. It's a very cool title. It's called Courtin' in a Cadillac. Here you go, Carl, for you.
Well, if you ride with me, baby, you wanna ride some more. Everybody be watching when I go down by your Cadillac. 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 Pick me up.
Okay, there you go. That is the sound of Jerry McCain and his Upstarts. That is his first of 7 on the Excello record label from November of 1955 by request for listener Carl Jones. Courtin' in a Cadillac. That's what I did with Barbara. She gets her mother. So anyway, I've had 2 DTS Cadillacs. And well, I went from Oldsmobile. I went from a Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme. So I went from that. Well, was a 71 Chevy Impala with a rusted trunk that I paid $500 for when I first started going back and forth to Pace University. So I had that car for 4 years. Then I made some money, and I said, I'm buying a new car. I'm buying a Cutlass Supreme Brougham. Okay, it was black with a cool pinstripe with a nice kind of gray interior, and it was like my first car, my new car. And I think I eventually sold it to my sister. And then my next car was, I went from that to the Buick Park Avenue. I had 2 Park Avenues. I won a case against General Motors. We had a lemon law here in New York. Well, I said that this Cadillac they sold me was a lemon. Okay, so I had to file these papers, and they were terrible to me. So one of the regional managers was calling me. I bought it at Lou Piniella Motors. You know the baseball player Lou Piniella? Well, in Ossining, New York, there was Lou Piniella Motors. So I went there. My parents bought their car there. I went there and was looking for a Park Avenue, and it was a beige Park Avenue. And I drove it around. I really liked it. So I took it home, and I started riding the car. And then when I would go in reverse, all my lights went out. The fuses blew. I had no brakes. I had no brake lights. I had no lights on my dashboard. So I brought it there 9 times to fix. Not once did they give me a rent-a-car. This is Lou Piniella Motors. So anyway, I said, I'm filing this. So when I filed it, they said, oh, we want you to take it to this place. I said, no, I'm not taking it to another place. You had 9 chances to fix it. You should have took it there from the first place. I'm not doing it. I want a new car. And I think I just had under 10,000 miles, and it was less than a year. So I said, so I got a brand new car after they were terrible with me. Terrible. Take off for this ding. So I had to pay them $500. I had to give them the keys to the car, and they drove another Park Avenue. I forget the year, but this time it was a black Park Avenue. And I said, another black car. It's going to be hot in there in the summertime. And I drove that into the ground, and then I graduated to the DTS Cadillac. It was interesting. I went to, I forget where it was. It was another ball player's Cadillac, and the guys were nice. Johnny, you're going to be a Cadillac. You're going to be driving Cadillacs forever or whatever. But I did. I bought 2 Cadillacs, 2 DTS Cadillacs, and it was sitting there during COVID, and I donated it to Wounded Warriors because stuff started to go bad, and I ended up in a Honda, of all things. But I wanted to say that Barbara's mother said, oh, I love this Cadillac. It's got such a great ride. I don't know where we were going. She just loved the Cadillac. I said, haven't you been in a Cadillac before? Anyway, it kind of relates to that song. As we continue here on the Vinyltreasure Show, let's go back out to California now and fill a request for listener John Cummins. John Cummins, I heard your Christmas in July. You did a great job on the R&B Serenade. And John requested this group. They were a product of LA's Fremont High School, first recording for the Bahari Brothers RPM record label, but then they met up with Dootsy Williams, owner of the Dutone record label, and signed with them in 1954. Their first release would become their signature song. I'm sure you know the tune. It's called Heaven and Paradise. But John requested their third release on the Dutone record label. It features Don Julian on lead. Here are Don Julian and the Meadowlarks from October 1955, going out to listener John Cummins. The song is called This Must Be Paradise. Here you go, John, for you, the Meadowlarks.
I see a moon-kissed, starlit night. There's not a stormy cloud in sight. Now you whisper, hold me tight. This must be paradise. I'm in a small, dim-lit cafe where we linger until the break of day. I hear violins far away. This must be paradise. It seems how strange to me, and yet so good to be in this heavenly place. There's a halo around your lovely face. There's a pathway by a stream where flowers grow and lovers dream. There's a peaceful valley of green. This must be paradise.
It seems so strange to me, and yet so good to be in this heavenly place.
There's a halo around your lovely face. There's a pathway by a stream where flowers grow and lovers dream. There's a peaceful valley of green. This must be paradise.
Yeah, sounds of California here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. They like that one there in the YouTube chat room. A request for listener John Cummins, October 1955. That's Don Julian on lead with the Meadowlarks. That's their third release on Dootsy Williams' Dewtone Records out of Los Angeles, California. This must be paradise. Listening to the music it is, and we want to wish belated birthday wishes to Simon Diaz in our YouTube chat room. Happy birthday, Simon. I had on Sunday, I had a whole bunch of birthday wishes to do last Sunday. Maybe we'll do it this Sunday. We will, but let us continue here on a Saturday evening. If you are new to the program, please consider subscribing to Johnny G's Vinyl Treasure Show. It keeps the copyright gremlins away. They come out usually not on these records because they don't know these records. I trick the AI. Okay, they don't know a lot of these records. They know all the new records, and they know my Wednesday night show because they know those soul records that I play here on my soul show on Wednesday, as they did shut me down, but I was on a little longer than usual. But we are in the 1956 block now, and let's fill a request for, I think this is Kid Kilowatt. I think this is Kid Kilowatt that requested this thing here, Charlene. Wait a second. Yes. As Cornell Gunther, Kid Kilowatt, this is your request. Cornell Gunther would leave the Flares in 1955, but he would team up with his cousin Kenneth Biley, first tenor, Thomas Miller baritone, and Felton George Hollis bass to form a group called the Ermines, and recording some nice tunes on Zeke Manor's Loma label. But in March of 56, the group would sign with Buck Ram to become their manager and had them sign on with ABC Paramount, although they never recorded technically recorded for ABC Paramount. They purchased the masters from Buck Ram, who worked out a deal with the Bahari brothers to allow him to call the group the Flares again. And that's what happened. So Kid Kilowatt requested their first of two on the ABC Paramount record label. And this features Cornell Gunther on lead from April 56. For Kid Kilowatt in our YouTube chat room, Cornell Gunther and the Flares with She Loves to Rock. Here you go, kid, for you, the Flares.
She loves the rock. Little lady, she loves the rock. Little Lord, she loves the rock. To rock around the clock and then some more. Well, she loves to keep it. Little lady, she never miss. Little Lord, she loves the rock. To rock around the clock and then some more. Well, she gets going, where it's blowing, and the rhythm's blowing. Well, everybody, boy, get it, boy. Hey, don't stop. She loves the rock. Little low, she never stops. Little late, she loves the rock. To rock around the clock and then some more. She loves the rock. Little low, she never stops. Little low, she never rock. To rock around the clock and then some more. Well, she loves to kick it. Little late, she never miss. Little low, she loves the rock. To rock around the clock and then some more. Well, she gets going, where it's blowing, and the rhythm's blowing. Well, everybody, boy, get it, boy. Hey, don't stop. She loves the rock. Little low, she never stops. Little late, she loves the rock. To rock around the clock and then some more. Well, she loves the rock around the clock tonight. Hey, she loves the rock. Little low, she never stops. Little late, she loves the rock. To rock around the clock and then some more. Well, she loves to keep it. Little late, she never miss. Little low, she loves the rock. To rock around the clock and then some more. She loves the rock around the clock tonight. Hey!
There you go. That one there going out to a listener, Kid Kilowatt, in our YouTube chat room. They like that tune there in the YouTube chat. Listen, Cornell Gunther and the Flares and the Ermines can do up-tempos and ballads. That is a cool up-tempo. She Loves to Rock. It's on ABC Paramount Records, April 1956, released their first of two on the ABC Paramount record label. We are in the 1956 block. Johnny G plays the records by year. So you see where we were from 1950 with Little Esther on Savoy Records. Here we are 6 years later. We're in May of 1956 now for this release as we go back out to the West Coast and fill a request for listener Bill Sheriff in our YouTube chat room, as this next singer would do extensive session work in the 1960s and 70s as Arthur Fats Theus, okay, playing the electric sax and flute. But before that, way before that, he cut a record on Eddie and Leo Mesner's Aladdin label, and he was backed up by a vocal group known as the Flares, the same Flares you just heard right there on the ABC Paramount record label. They were essentially Cornell Gunther of the Ermines and the Ermines on Loma, but this is the only release he had is as Fatso Theus. So this is Fatso Theus and the Flares from May of 56 on Aladdin Records. It's called Be Cool, My Heart. Here you go, Bill, for you, Fatso Theus and the Flares.
Say, Fatso, That's your girl over by the bandstand. You still love her too, don't you? What? You can't fool me. Remember, I'm your heart. Be cool, my heart. You know how much I care. Be cool, my heart. When she's around, beware to press her lips to mine is my desire. But if I do, then who put out the fire? So be cool, my heart. This may be your last romance. You can't afford to take a chance. You loved too much before. This time you must be sure. Don't be a fool, be cool, my. Oh, my heart. Say, Fatso, you big fat fool, ask her for a dance. Go ahead, don't be chicken. Sure feels nice to have her in our arms again. Ask her for a kiss. Man, love sure is crazy.
Okay, there you go. That is Fatso Theus and the Flares by request for Bill Sheriff in our YouTube chat room. That's on Eddie and Leo Mesner's Aladdin Records out of Hollywood, California, May 1956. Be Cool, My Heart is the name of the tune. Interesting that, my grandmother said to me, Johnny, don't let anybody call you Fatso. If they do, you take care of them. I said, Grandma, what am I going to do? They won't call you Fatso anymore if you let them know. So I did that. I got my butt kicked, but they never called me names again. It was difficult to do, believe me. You don't want to get your butt kicked when these people are a little bit bigger than you. But listen, I did it, and they didn't bother me. You got to be careful sometimes. Sometimes you got to have courage, courage. Johnny G babbling on here. Let us continue. I hope you're digging on the tunes, folks. If you are, please give Johnny G a thumbs up. Tell your friends about this program. We really want to get 5,000 subscribers ASAP, so I don't have to worry about the copyright police as much. And I have a bunch of the listeners are telling me about I can't do anything about the commercials I can stop them from showing commercials when I'm live. That I do. I don't want commercials during my show. But sometimes in order for my shows to stay up, the people that own this content, the owners of this content, they sometimes don't like me to play their records. But they allow me to publicize their tunes, and they get all the revenue. So when you see those darn ads, you can get a subscription. A subscription to YouTube. I think it's YouTube. They got a couple levels where it might be a little bit more cheaper to do. It's like, but who wants to do that? But you get no commercials, and I know some of my listeners do that. Okay, but I have no control once the show gets uploaded. Okay, and then they you'll get an initial commercial when I go live each and every time, so you could wait for it and click out of it, and then it should be okay. But during the show, they should not. I can't do anything about the ads on the side. That is another pain. But anyway, let us continue here. And we are in the 1956 block. Let's fill a request for Ed Brown. Ed Brown, you're in the chat room, right? I saw you earlier. Okay. As this gal was discovered by Johnny Otis, she was 14 years old at the time when she was singing with Richard Berry. Okay. Her name, Jamesetta Hawkins. And you know her debut single was a big #1 R&B hit for her. It was called "The Wallflower," okay, or Henry. What is it? Dance with Me, Henry. But I think it was originally called "The Wallflower." Now Ed requested her 6th of 10 on the Bahari Brothers Modern record label. Now this song was first done in April of 1956 by K.C. Jones on the American record label. The tune is written by Eddie Brandt and Freddie Morgan. But let's give a listen to this rendition as done by Etta Miss Peaches James. This one came out in May of 56, and it's by request for Ed Brown. Etta Miss Peaches James with Shortening Bread Rock. Here you go, Ed, for you.
I don't like cake, don't like pie, I don't like sweets, and I'll tell you why, 'cause little baby loves shortening, mama's little baby loves shortening bread. Mama's little baby loves shortening, mama's little baby loves shortening bread. If you want my love, you better see that I'm well fed. Oh, you got a recipe that can't be beat. Honey, you got a recipe that can't be beat. When you start to cook it, oh, it's such a treat. Mama's little baby loves shortening. Mama's little baby loves shortening bread. Mama's little baby loves shortening. Mama's little baby loves shortening bread. If you want my love, you better see that I'm well fed. Oh, you rock me, baby, every time you roll that dough. You rock me, baby, every time you roll that dough. Oh, mix it up good, get out of your skillet and go, 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 go. Don't like wheat, don't like rye, I don't like white, and I'll tell you why, 'cause mama's little baby loves shortening. Mama's little baby loves shortening bread. Mama's little baby loves shortening. Mama's little baby loves shortening bread. If you want my love, you better see that I'm well fed. When you roll that dough, my heart goes flippity flop. When you roll that dough, my heart goes flippity flop. If you want my love, you better keep the oven hot. Oh yeah, 'cause mama's little baby loves shortening. Mama's little baby loves shortening bread. Mama's little baby loves shortening. Mama's little baby loves shortening bread. If you want my love, you better see that I'm well fed.
Okay, there you go. That one there going out to Ed Brown in our YouTube chat room. They like that one there in the YouTube chat room. May 1956. Miss Peaches, Etta James. Etta James on the Modern record label. Shortening Bread Rock is the name of the tune. That's her 6th of 10 releases for the Modern record label. We are in the 1956 block. Let's fill a request for Bob Cruz in Maryland. Happy belated birthday, Bob. It's not your milestone birthday yet, but listen, I'm right behind you. Johnny G's going to be 68 in September. Everybody was giving their ages in there. Okay, we got some young people that are tuned into the program. I do have, I think my eldest listener, my mother is my eldest listener. She's 90. Okay, so she's tuned into the program. And I think the next one is 86. Okay, I think. So I have a couple of 86-year-old listeners too. and I think in 85 also. But you're in the group, and the majority for this show especially, it is a little bit of an older crowd, but I'm getting new people every day with every show, which is a good thing. You need to listen to this music. They don't play this music. They don't have this music anymore. Really, this is music. It is. I don't know what it is today. But let us continue here. And this is for Bob Cruz, belated birthday wishes. I don't have this on an original, okay, unfortunately. This is an expensive 45. And even Tony Barcia, did you have the 78 on this? This is a hard record. Either way, you look for it, no matter what. Of course, this West Coast group known as the Feathers, probably best known for the original version of Why Don't You Write Me that the Jacks had a bigger hit with. They also have another tune that's pretty nice called Nona. Those were on the Showtime record label. And the lead singer of the group, his name is Johnny Staten. Johnny Staten, the lead singer. And this was the group's first of two on Donald Pierce's Hollywood record label. And there were new members, I think, at this time for the group. They were Roy Allen tenor, Renee Beard second tenor. Of course, Renee Beard was, I think it was, Stymie of the Little Rascals. Stymie Beard, I think was his name. That's his brother in this group. Okay, Renee Beard, second tenor, Carl White, baritone, and Cleo White, the bass. This is from January 56. I don't have an original on this. This is a reproduction. It's on Hollywood Records, and the quality is not the greatest. Okay, but listen, Bob, I ran out of your request. This was on there. I figured I'm going to go check the requests of things that I have now on reproduction to play for you. So here you go. The Feathers on Hollywood for Bob Cruz. It's called Lonesome Tonight. Here you go, Bob, for you.
Hug me close, hold me tight. I'm lonesome tonight. Nowhere, dear, but in your arms do I feel alright. Hug me close, hold me tight. I'm lonesome tonight. Nowhere, dear, but in your arms do I feel alright.
Smother me with your kisses, baby. Drown me in your love. 'Cause when you squeeze me, honey, stars fall from way, way up above.
So hug me close, hold me tight. I'm lonesome tonight. Nowhere, dear, but in your arms do I feel alright.
Okay, there you go. By request for listener Bob Cruz in Maryland. Happy belated birthday wishes, Bob. That's Johnny Staten and the Feathers. Was that their last single there, Tony Barcia? That one there on Donald Pierce's Hollywood Records, January 56th. The Feathers with Lonesome Tonight. You're not lonesome tonight. Not when you tuned in to the Vinyl Treasure Show with Johnny G. I'll be back tomorrow beginning at 9 p.m. We'll continue where we leave off tonight, even though we're going to close from 1959 tonight. But let us continue. We are in the 1956 block, and let's fill a flip side request for listener Daryl Letts on the, what was the show? On the, I forget which show it was. It was about 3 weeks ago, I think. I think it was Edmund Williams requested the original version of I Promise as done by as done by the Jimmy Castor and the Juniors. I'm not as old as many of you tuned in, and here I am. My mind is going. Jimmy Castor and the Juniors, and I compared it to the cover as done by Frankie Lyman and the Teenagers, which was their third release on George Goldner's G record label. And Daryl Letts asked for the flip side. Okay, and this side written by Abner Silver and Roy Alfred. Of course, Frankie Lyman is on lead. Here are the Teenagers with the B-side by request for Daryl Letts in our YouTube chat room. June 56th, the Teenagers with Who Can Explain. Here you go, Daryl, for you, the Teenagers. Okay, B-sides here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. That is Frankie Lyman and the Teenagers. Jimmy Wright and the orchestra. Sax break there. So cool to Johnny G. That is Frankie Lyman and the Teenagers, their third release. The flip side of I Promise to Remember. Who Can Explain is the question from June of 1956, George Goldner's G record label. Johnny G Can Explain. I am a record collector. I am a record geek. I play my 45s here on YouTube. We're live on Oldies and More Radio. I'll be back tomorrow evening beginning at 9 p.m. We will continue in the 1958 block, but let us continue in the 1956 block as we fill a request for listener Mike Sape in Connecticut. He wants to send this one out to Karen Efron, Frank Chingaro, and Joe Shacatano. And Mike requested Curly Williams, a.k.a. Curly Williams is really Jesse Belvin. And this is on the Bahari Brothers Modern Record label. And let's see, I think at the time he might have been recording, this is what, October 56? Was he still with Specialty Records at the time? So I think he might have been with Art Roop Specialty label. You see, these singers would moonlight on these other labels. They said, look, my label's not doing anything for me. I got to go somewhere else. I'll record under another name. So he recorded under Curly Williams. This one came out in October of 1956 on Modern Records, co-written by Jesse Belvin's wife. I don't know if that's true or he just used his wife's name as an alias for his own. Her name is Joanne Belvin. So by request for listener Mike Sape, for Frank Chingaro, Joe Shacatano, and Karen Efron, here is Curly Williams with This Heart of Mine. Here you go, Mike, for you.
This heart of mine, is beating, beating for you. This heart of mine will forever be true, ever be true. Want you to know, want you to know that I love you so. This love I hold is much richer than gold, richer than gold. Wanting to have you near, longing to hear you whisper, I love you, dear. Oh, oh, loving you without a fear, never shedding a tear. This heart of mine will forever belong to you. This heart of mine will forever be true, ever be true. Wanting to have you near, longing to hear you whisper, I love you, dear. Oh, oh, oh. Loving you without a fear, never shedding a tear. This heart of mine will forever belong to you. This heart of mine will forever be true. This heart of
Okay, there you go. October 1956 release there. It says on the label, Curly Williams, that is an alias for Jesse Belvin on the Modern Record label by request for Mike Sape, going out to Karen Efron, Joe Shacatano, and Frank Chingaro in our YouTube chat room. It's called This Heart of Mine, a very nice tune. Sounds of California here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Let's stay in the California mold. Let's go back to the to Eddie and Leo Mesner's Aladdin Records this time with a request for Dennis Fawcett in our YouTube chat. Now, so Dennis, where'd you find out about this record? I'm just curious because it's a cool tune. Okay, this singer originally from Houston, Texas. Okay, this vocalist, pianist, had tons of releases on Eddie and Leo Mesner's Aladdin label. Starting back in 1945 with Aladdin, this was his his 47th release on the Aladdin label. And last week I featured his 37th. Who requested French fries? Wait. Who requested French fries and something else? I forget what it was. But anyway, this is a song he co-wrote, and it's a request for Dennis Fawcett in our YouTube chat room. August 1956. Let's give a listen to Amos Milburn. Amos Milburn on the Aladdin label, and this one's blue for some reason. This was the only blue one I had in the box there. Everything else was maroon. It's called Chicken Shack. Here you go, Dennis, for you. Chicken Shack by Amos Milburn.
Place they call the Chicken Shack. It's fine as wine and it's really on the ball. No windows, no doors, it's just a hole in the wall. Kitchen Shed was located down by the creek, where you can get a whole lot of good things to eat. All good parts of the chicken once more is to sit. You can even get the last part that went over the fence now. Careful and let's have a ball. Well, all you cats, you can sharp as a tack, till the party's ready to start down at the Chicken Shack.
That one there gonna smoke your socks off. Tony Barnes, you remember that George Thompson used to say, "Smoke your socks"? He gave me his poster. You might be able to. It's back there toward the end. There's his poster he gave me. You can barely see it. My father made a picture of the Titanic back there. My father wants me to change these paintings. I just haven't had a chance to do it. But there you go. That's actually, you're correct, Big Dave. That is a resung version. When did he do the other version? In the 40s. I think like 48 or something, he recorded it originally. Resung version there from August 56, going out to listener Dennis Fawcett. Amos Milburn on the Aladdin label with Chicken Shack. It's the name of the tune. You know, I didn't notice it. I think my mother noticed it. I was driving through the neighborhood and I saw a chicken shack, or I guess you can call it a coop, chicken coop. And I said, "Are you allowed to raise your own chickens in New York State? I mean, in a residential area." I don't know if that's the case. But maybe at the time when the egg prices were high, people were doing that. But you gotta keep them fenced in, because we got like foxes and coyotes around here. I mean, they really love to be in a chicken coop or a hen house, I guess. Anyway, Johnny G babbling on here. Let us continue. Here we are in the 1956 block, which I think is the biggest block of the night. And let's fill a request now for James Stone. I know James was in the chat room earlier. He requested this group originally from Hampton, Virginia. Now, they go way back to the 1940s with releases on Bluebird and RCA. They also recorded for Joe Davis's Beacon and JD labels, but in 1956, they ended up back on RCA, okay, and there were two that were issued on the RCA subsidiary Vic label. And actually, I had a request for both sides of this 45. It's interesting. They do a ballad on this side and an up-tempo on the flip side. So we're going to listen to the ballad side first. This was their second release on Vic. The tune written by Willard Robertson, and Howard Biggs, who I think is the orchestra leader on this. And they're known as the Deep River Boys. Now, the lead singer on this, his name is Harry Douglas, and we're going to hear the ballad first, which was requested by James Stone. This is August 56. The Deep River Boys on Vic Records, and the tune is called Home, which is in parentheses, Home, How Dear Can It Be? Here you go, James, for you, the Deep River Boys.
Ba-doo-be-doo-ba, 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 ooh.
I looked down a highway and what did I see? A town coming my way, beloved to me. I turned down a byway of sweet memory. Home, how dear can it be? The trees hide the river by meadows of gold. My knees try to quiver as places unfold. I thank the great giver for blessings untold. Home, how dear can it be? I wait at the gate, kind of saving the greeting I've dreamed of for years. I stand with one hand proudly waving, the other for meeting my tears, my tears. The church bells are ringing from steeple and dome, with good Sunday singing of people down home. You blessed the upbringing your childhood has known. Home, how dear can it be? For home-loving people like me.
Ba-doo-be-doo-ba, 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 home.
Okay, there you go. The sound of the Deep River Boys there, with Harry Douglas on lead. That is on their second release for the Vic record label. It's called Home, How Dear Can It Be? Came out in August of 1956. We're going to flip it over here because Jim Lampley requested the flip side of the 45, and it's interesting, this song too, by the way. Okay, and again, Harry Douglas is on lead, but these guys at the time, okay, August of 56, they weren't spring chickens. They were up there in age compared to all the other teenagers listening to the music at the time. And they did this tune here. It's called You're Not Too Old. They didn't even say old. They made it O-L. And we can kind of relate to this now, of course. You're not too old, parentheses, to rock and roll is the name of this side, and this is a request for Jim Lampley in Texas. This is I think this might have been the A side, if I'm not mistaken. Here are the Deep River Boys, Harry Douglas and the Deep River Boys with You're Not Too Old to Rock and Roll. Here you go, Jim, for you.
Hey, you be, clap your hands, stamp your feet.
Okay, there you go. That one there going out to Jim Lampley in Texas. That's Harry Douglas and the Deep River Boys. They were older, much older than the regular teenagers that were singing at the time. And that one there from August of 1956. Prior to that's called "You're Not Too Old to Rock and Roll" on the Vic label. Prior to that, we heard the flip for James Stone in our YouTube chat room. "Home, How Dear Can It Be?" Johnny G is your Saturday night disc jockey. We're live on Oldies and More Radio and also live on the YouTube stream. If you are new to the program and just finding out for the first time, please give Johnny G a thumbs up. Actually, with the new algorithm, that's how they're rating the programs. They're rating them with how many, I guess, actions or whatever they call it, reactions they get from the listeners. So it's all the chat in the chat room, it's the likes, it's the subscriptions. Those are the things that Johnny G needs. I want to get up to 5,000 subscribers. I think I get into a level where they let me go a little bit longer than 2.5 hours before the copyright police come out, before they start recognizing these songs. Although I can get away with these records because they don't know them. Unless maybe Ace Records or somebody has the rights to them, they may tell them, you got to mark these records as owned by someone else. But let us continue here. Let's fill a request now for Graylin in our YouTube chat room as we go out to Bakersfield, California now for this group. I showed you the original release on the Vital label. I was going to play that one. That is the true first press of this record, but it's slightly off center, and John G doesn't want to play around with the turntable to line them up. Darren has a trick for doing it. I don't know how he does it. He says you got to stand up and do it. I can't. I'm afraid I'm going to mess up my turntables by holding my finger on there. But anyway, that's beside the point. But this is a request for Graylin. Now, this group would meet up with Samuel Buck Ram. Okay, he was the owner of Personality Productions, and at the time, he was currently managing two vocal groups, both the Penguins and the Platters. Now, he would become this group's manager, and he was instrumental with them signing with Larry Mead's Vita record label. Now, the group included brothers. They were Joe and Reuben Gundy, Carl Moland, and Leroy Smith. Now, collectively, they were known as the Colts. Okay, and this was their third release on the Vita label, and it would get picked up, I think, and put out on Buck Ram's Antler label. And I'm playing the Antler release because it's not off center. Okay, but it's still both are nice copies. But it features Joe Grundy on lead. Joe Grundy on lead from April '56 by request for Graylin, a.k.a. G-Dog, in our YouTube chat room. Here are the Colts with Never No More. Here you go, Graylin, for you, the Colts.
Never, 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 ever. Never no more will you be lonely. You'll never have to cry. No, never no more. Forevermore. I love you only. I'll never say goodbye. No, never no more. Never no more. I know you'll never ever need to feed your hungry heart again. Cause I'll never, no, I'll never, ever leave your arms again. Ooh, forevermore. I love you only. I'll never say goodbye. No, never, no
feed your hungry heart again. Because I'll never, no, I'll never, ever leave your arms again. Ooh, forevermore. I love you only. I'll never say goodbye. No, never, no more.
Never no more.
Okay, that one there going out to Grayland, aka G-Dog, in our YouTube chat room. The Sound of California here again. The Colts there. The Colts on the, well, I featured it. It's originally on Vita first, and then it came out on the Antler record label there. That is Joe Grundy on lead. April 1956. Never No More is the name of the tune. And Tony Barcia, you posted this today? Karen said that. She saw that. I didn't see it today. I didn't get much on Facebook today, but anyway, let us continue here. We are in the 1956 block. Let's fill a request now for listener Chuck Smith in our YouTube chat room, and he wants to dedicate this tune to his sisters, Cheryl and Cindy. And you all know this great group from Washington, D.C. They had 22 releases for the Atlantic record label, and this is the group's 15th release. This was their follow-up to I Could Be Loved by You. Okay, it features John Buddy Bailey on lead. Now, many of you may know this song, as done Bobby V had a hit with this record, I think in 1961, but this is the original version, okay? This tune written by Blanche Carter. This charted number 3 on the R&B chart, and this was a big #1 record on WILY in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania from January 1956. John Buddy Bailey and the Clovers on Atlantic by request for Chuck Smith. It's called Devil or Angel. Take your pick. Here you go, Chuck, for you.
Devil or angel, I can't make up my mind which one you are. I'd like to wake up and ride. Devil or angel, dear, whichever you are, I miss you, I miss you. I miss you. Devil or angel, please say you'll be mine. Love me or leave me, I'll go out of my mind. Devil or angel, dear, whichever you are, I need you, I need you, I need you. You look like an angel, your smile is divine, but you keep me guessing, will you ever be mine? Devil or angel, please say you'll be mine. Love me or leave me, I made up my mind. Devil or angel, dear, whichever you are, I love you, I love you. I love you. Devil or angel,
Okay, January 1956 release there, The Great Sound of the Clovers. That's their 15th of 22 releases for the Atlantic record label. The song is called Devil or Angel. John Buddy Bailey on lead for that one. A request for listener Chuck Smith, sending that one out in memory of his sisters Cheryl and Cindy. What a great record that is. As we continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Thank you, Chuck, for that. Much appreciated. Okay. And that is very nice of you. Happy to do that. And anyway, let us continue here and fill a request now for Daddy Cool. Daddy Cool J, what are you up to here? You tuned into the program here as we go to Queens, New York for this group. And they have some cool releases recorded for George Gollner's G record label. And my aunt had two of their records in her collection. Okay, one was Can't We Be Sweethearts, and this one, okay, that was recorded in October of 1956, released in January of 57. Well, actually, I think she had another one for Sentimental Reasons, but that was 1961. But this one released in January of 57. It's the group's 5th of 14 releases on George Gollner's G record label. It features Herbie Cox on lead from January 57. Going out to Jay, a.k.a. Daddy Cool. Here are the Cleftones on G, and the song is called Why Do You Do Me Like You Do? Here you go, Daddy Cool, for you, the Cleftones. Okay, there you go. That one there going out to Daddy-O. That is the sound of the Cleftones. Herbie Cox and the Cleftones. That's their 5th release on George Gollner's G record label. Was that Jimmy Wright on lead? I think it doesn't say. I think it would be Jimmy. 57, it's got to be him. Anyway, January 1957, the Cleftones with Why Do You Do Me Like You Do? I don't know, I just do. Anyway, let us continue here. We are in the 1957 block. Was saddened to hear the passing. We are losing all our singers. The cycle of life is very terrible. It really is, but especially when you know these songs for all your life. Okay, and then the person, the singers, the groups are just not there anymore. So tragic. But we lost Arlene Smith, the lead singer of the Chantels. She passed away on July 29th, 2026 at age 84. We're going to do a tribute. I have a bunch of her records to play, some of my favorites too. And the Chantels, so very popular all over and they left us with some great, great music. Now, she was originally from the Bronx, New York, and she and the other gals, I think, attended St. Anthony of Padua School, and they were discovered by Richard Barrett. And I'm going to feature actually both sides of this. I had two requests for this song. Edmund Williams and Troy Goodall asked to hear this tune. This was their debut single on George Goldner's End record label, co-written by Arlene Smith. And the other members were Sonia Goring Wilson, Renee Minnis, Jackie Landry Jackson, Lois Harris. This charted number 71 on Billboard. It was number 31 here in New York on WMGM in New York City. This is from July of 1957 as we pay tribute to the late Arlene Smith. The Chantels on N Records with He's Gone. Here you go, the Chantels. We pay tribute to the late Arlene Smith. She was the lead singer of the Chantels. That's their debut single on George Goldner's N record label. Song entitled He's Gone, released in July of 1957. We're going to flip it over here, too, because Tommy Albergo, you requested the flip side. Many of you might know this next tune as done by the Jesters on the Winley label, covered it in 1958. But this was the original version of the song written by Arlene Smith. As we flip over the He's Gone, their debut single, you get this tune from July 1957 as we pay tribute to the late Arlene Smith. On lead the Chantels with The Plea. This is for Tommy Albergo. Here you go, Tommy, for you.
Then
I knew I would be taking a risk to play 2 in a row by her. I should have put a record between because the Gremlins came out on that. They always do. I mean, I think they when I had paid the tribute to Aretha Franklin on one of the Wednesday night shows a while back when we lost Aretha, they shut me down. I think I played 3 in a row. That is a no-no. Anyway, anyway, great two-sided 45, and she was such a great singer. The Chantels, a great group. That's their debut single. That's the B-side. Tommy Albergo requested that side, The Plea, and prior to that we heard He's Gone. Edmund Williams and Troy Goodall requested that side. And you are correct, Big Dave Swinger, if you want this record, okay? Actually, Big Dave, there is still another variant to this here, okay, because there's 2. Okay, and this one, mine says here, N Recording Corp, New York City. There's one that does not mention New York City, just says N Recording Corp. And for you collectors out there, the West Coast press is black too, but it's got like those single lines. You need like the double lines. That would be the true first press of this record. Of course, this record was a big seller for them. You can get it on the white label with the dogs, the multicolor label. I even think it was might have been even later than that with the weird multicolor label. But we're going to have more from Arlene Smith throughout the remainder of the show and also tomorrow's. But let us continue here. Let's go back out to the West Coast now and fill a request for Chris Reed for this group called the King Bees. Now, this is not the same group that recorded for Lloyd Price's KRC label, because they were also a King Bees group. They were out of Washington, D.C. This group is out of California, and they have one release on Max Firetag's Flip record label, not easy to find either, June 1957. Here are the King Bees by request for Chris Reed. It's called Give Me Your Number. Here you go, Chris, for you, the King Bees. go. Sounds of California here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. That one there for Chris Reed. Those are the King Bees. The King Bees on Max Firetag's Flip Records at a Los Angeles, California, June 57 release. Give Me Your Number is the name of the tune. Many of my listeners have Johnny G's number. Okay, they call me all hours of the night, Mike. Okay, as we continue here, we are in the 1957 block now. Let's fill a request for Davy Hecht in Vermont. I'm sure all of you are familiar with Sam Cooke, and you know that his roots began in gospel as he was the lead singer of the Soul Stirrers between 1950 and 1956, but he wanted to record secular tunes, and that didn't really fit well with some of his followers. So he says, well, I really can't get them upset. What am I going to do? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to change my name with my release. I'm going to change my name to Dale Cook. Maybe they won't recognize me. Well, they're definitely going to hear you. Okay, they're definitely going to hear you. So anyway, he didn't want to really alienate his gospel fans right out of the box. Okay, so Specialty came out with the name Dale Cook, and he co-wrote this tune together with Tony Harris, and this is a request for Davy Hecht in Vermont from February 57. Let's give a listen to Dale Cook, a.k.a. Sam Cooke, on Art Roop Specialty label. There's a group backing him up on this. It's called Lovable. Here you go, Davy, for you, Dale Cook.
Lovable, my girl, she's lovable. She's lovable, my girl. She's so lovable. Candy sweet and honey too. There's not another quite as sweet as you. I know I'll always love you. You're so lovable. Oh, I know she's a lovable. Yes, she is. I know she's lovable. Oh, yes, she is. And I know she's lovable. My girl is lovable. Yes, she is. Whoa, love and fascination is her middle name. To my heart, a sensational thrill she brings. Whoa, whoa. I know she's lovable. Whoa, I know she's a. Yes, she is. I know she's lovable. Oh, yes, she is. I know she's lovable. And I know she's lovable. Oh, yes, she is. Whoa, she's just an angel, a sweet little angel to me. When I'm without her, I know I'm in misery. Whoa, I love my girl. She's so lovable. Whoa.
February 1957 release there. Really, Sam Cooke, a reworked song that he did earlier, the gospel song called Wonderful. Changed it to the secular song called Lovable. There you go. That one there for Davy Hecht in Vermont. That's on Art Roop Specialty label from February 57. Lovable. Johnny G's show must be lovable. I hope it is. If it is, then hopefully you will subscribe to Johnny G's Vinyl Treasure Show. We got the Copyright Police coming out on every record so far. They were out on the Flip record. They were out on this record. Maybe I'll change them up on this one, though. We'll see. But this is a request for Paul in Cohoes, New York, as we go to Philadelphia now, as this group started recording for MGM Records back in 1953 as the Eddie Carter Quartet. Okay, then in 1954, they became the Carter Rays, recorded for Grand and for Sound. I almost had that Grand record, the first press of that, but there was like a warp in it, and he had too much money on it because that's a hard record, the first press on the Grand label. But they also backed up Gloria Mann on the Jubilee label. Then in 1957, they signed with George Gollner's Gone label, and I showed you the Gone press. That is the true first press of the 45, but somehow simultaneously the record was pressed on a label called Lyric Records. It was released only in the Philadelphia area, so that's kind of what makes that record so much rarer than the Gone label, but they're both not easy to find. I'm just telling you, but I'm featuring the Lyric release, and this is from June of 1957, and the group is called the Carter Rays, and this is going out to Paul from co-host. The Carter Rays, usually this side does not get played. Usually it's the other side, but this is the up-tempo side. It's called Ding Dong Darling. Here you go, Paul, for you, the Carter Rays.
Ding dong, hiya bell. She's my ding dong dolly. She's my ding dong girl. She's my ding dong dolly. She's my ding dong girl. She's got a new way of loving, catches me by surprise. Oh, when she kisses me, she makes my temperature rise. And she's my ding dong dolly, ding dong girl. Ding. Now she ain't much to look at, and she's nothing to see. I don't know what she's got, but she's a gal for me. And when it comes to dresses, she's a 42 style. Oh, but the way she maneuvers really knocks me out. Oh, she's my ding dong dolly, a ding dong girl, ding. Now could it be that I'm dreaming? It seems too good to be real. Say why? She's my ding dong dolly, she's my ding dong girl. She's got a new way of loving, catches me by surprise. Cause when she kisses me, she makes my temperature rise. She's my ding dong dolly, ding dong girl, ding. Ding dong dolly, she's my ding dong girl. She's my ding dong dolly, she's my ding dong girl. She's got a new way of loving, catches me by surprise. Cause when she kisses me, she makes my temperature rise. And she's my ding dong dolly, ding dong girl, ding. Now she's my ding dong dolly, she's my ding dong girl.
Okay, there you go. That one there going out to Paul from Cohoes. That is the sound of the Carter Rays. That is, usually I play the flip side, which is what I say the side was. It was called My Secret Love was the side that usually gets played, but not that side. But there you go. That's for Paul. June 57, the Carter Rays on Lyric, which is the second label, but the more expensive or the more in-demand version Ding Dong Darling is the name of the tune. Johnny G is your Ding Dong Daddy here, your DJ for a Saturday evening. Let us continue here as we continue with our tribute to the late Arlene Smith. This is their third release for George Gallner's and record label. This is my second favorite song by the group. Okay, tune written. George Gallner gets the writer credit on this one, and this charted number 39 on Billboard, number 16 on the R&B chart, and this was a number 6 record on WCOP in Boston, Massachusetts from February 1958. Okay, here are the Chantels and the late Arlene Smith on lead, and the song is called Every Night, parentheses, I Pray. This is on the End label, the late Arlene Smith and the Chantels. Here you go. Okay, there you go. Again, the late Arlene Smith on lead with the Chantels. That was their, what did I say? That was their third release on George Gallner's N record label, February 58 release. Song entitled Every Night, parentheses, I Pray is the name of that tune. Let us continue here. We got a few more records to go. Yes, we do. And let's fill a request for Larry Neal. I didn't see Larry Neal. Was he in the chat room? This is a suggestion by Larry Neal. As we go to Detroit, Michigan for this group, they had 2 releases on George Braxton's Fox Records, which was out of Detroit. And the lead singer on this is Lamont Dozier. You know Lamont Dozier, who would go on to be a big writer? Well, he was a singer also. Okay, had some solo efforts. And of course, actually, I think there's 2 singers on this one, Lamont Dozier and Eugene Dyer. Okay, and this would get picked up, I showed you, would get picked up by Atco in November of 1957. But this is the first press from August 57. Greg sold me this record, tried to clean up the label, and he kind of almost erased some of the color on the red, so it was hard to see. But anyway, let's give it a spin here. And it's a suggestion by Larry Neal. Here are the Romeos on Fox Records. It's called Fine, Fine Baby. Here you go, Larry, for you from August 57.
wop, hum lip dip, de 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 wop. Ah, 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 ah.
Well, you're fine, 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 fine. You're fine, fine, baby. Well, you're fine, fine. You're fine, fine, baby. Oh, yes. And I love you so I'll never let you go. Oh, baby, baby, be mine. Now I need a little girl like you to love every day. Well, oh, well, I need a little girl like you to love every day. Oh, yes, and I love you so I'll never let you go. Baby, baby, you're my little baby. Well, 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 well. Well, 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 well. Baby, well, 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 well. Oh, well, 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 well. I love you so, never let you go. Well, 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 well. Well, I'm gonna tell your mother and your sister too, but I'm gonna make good loving for you. You're fine. You're a fine, fine baby. And I love you so I'll never let you go. Baby, baby, be mine.
Okay, there you go. That one there going out to Larry Neal in our YouTube chat room. And no, Larry, that is not the same group that recorded for, what was it, Amy or Mala, one of the labels. They did not do The Answer to The Lion Sleeps Tonight. This group is out of Detroit, and they're known as the Romeos, August 1957. That is the first press that came out on George Braxton's Fox label, the same label. The Laredos are on that label, and Danny Zella does a rockabilly record. I think Wicked Ruby is on this label, and I got a couple other things on this label, Fox Records. But there you go, and that's a Lamont Dozier. I don't know if it's, I think it's a duet, Lamont Dozier, and unless that's the flip, Charlene, that might be the flip of this. That's I don't think that's right. I don't know if that's Lamont Dozier or not. I have to go back and check, but that's not. I don't think that's a duet. But let us continue here. Let's fill a request now for Amy King in our YouTube chat room. Amy is my chat room moderator, and she requested this singer from Rosemark, Tennessee. Feature him here quite often here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. His real name, Robert Calvin Brooks. Okay, first recording for the Modern record label as Bobby Blue Bland. And at that same year, he would sign with Don Robey's Duke label, which was out of Houston, Texas. And he had 55 releases for the Duke label through 1973. Amy requested his 8th release. Okay, this tune was with the Bill Harvey Orchestra from July 57. For Amy King in our YouTube chat room, Bobby Blue Bland on Duke. It's called Farther Up the Road. Here you go, Amy, for you, Bobby Blue Bland.
Further on up the road, someone gonna hurt you like you hurt me. Further on up the road, someone gonna hurt you like you hurt me. Further on up the road, baby, you just wait and see. You got to reap just what you sow. That old saying is true. You got to reap just what you sow. That old saying is true. Now you're laughing, pretty baby. Someday you're gonna be crying. Now you're laughing, pretty baby. Someday you're gonna be crying. Further on up the road, you found out I wasn't lying.
Okay, there you go. Yes, Bust the Bass. You had your aunt just like my Aunt Mary. I gotcha. I do. That is a great sound of Bobby Blue Bland, July 1957 release. That's on the Duke record label. Farther Up the Road is the name of the tune. That one there going out to Amy King in our YouTube chat. We'll send it out to Busta Bass, as his aunt played that record for him. Very cool, Busta. And that is a cool tune. Johnny G here on a Saturday. And let us fill a request now for Frank Venix. Frank Venix from the Netherlands, who is in our YouTube chat room. Yes, I do have Big Joe Turner. Got to request it in advance, though. I play records here. You know how many records I have? Over 200,000 45s. I got to go looking for them, and that takes me a long time. But anyway, so Frank... you are in, Frank, who set his alarm to listen to the show. Listen, I get a lot of the people in the UK, 6 hours, big difference, that are tuned into the program. I have them, they listen live on my Wednesday show, and also live on this show, and also on the Sunday show. But anyway, Frank asked me about this, about Mamie Bradley. Okay, she does a song, actually it was a New York hit here, on Juggy Murray's Sue record label. It was called I Feel Like a Million, okay, was the name of the tune. And she's backed up by a vocal group on this. And I think it came out, in February of 58, okay? And it was their first of two on the label. Now, wanted to know if the Sue press is the same as the Chess press. A lot of people didn't even know this record was... pressed on Chess, but Chess was for the national distribution. And I'm going to tell you, okay, somebody said it's a faster version. To me, it is not. Okay, it looks like it's the Sue Stampers, at least in the Chess 45. So what I'm going to do is I'll just play a little bit of the Sue press, so you'll hear it, and then I'll play it. I'll just start off with the Chess press, which is a little bit more, it's a little scratchy, so this one is nice. So I'll play a little bit this, because this was sort of a hit here in New Jersey and New York on the R&B stations. So up first, we'll hear Mamie Bradley, February 58. It's not a longer version. There's no time on this. To me, it's the same. I compared them. But you'll just see, but you hear it with your own ears. So here you go for up first. We'll play a little bit here of I Feel Like a Million on Sue. This is the Sue release. Here you go.
I'm in love, I'm in love. I'm in love. I feel like a million when you hold my hand. I feel like a million 'cause you understand.
Okay, there you go. That one there going out to Frank in our YouTube chat room. So it is the same. Okay, to me it's the same. It's got the same stampers as the Sue press. So in all, it's exactly the same, except that it's distributed. They added Arc Music. That is the Chess. That's the Chess Publishing. So that's what they did for national distribution. February 1958, Mamie Bradley and a group on Chess Records. I Feel Like a Million. That one there going out to Frank Venix in our YouTube chat room, listening in the Netherlands. Got a few more records to go here before we sign off here. And I got two more by the Chantels. We're going to pencil it in here before with a request for listener Adrian Viterva. We go back to Detroit now to Devorah Brown's High Q label. Of course, Devorah Brown also owned the Fortune label. It's a subsidiary of Fortune Records. This group is called the El Capris, and it's not the group out of Pittsburgh. This group is out of Detroit. It features Sam Crumby on lead. From September 58 for Adrian Vitervo, the El Capris. It's called Girl of Mine. Here you go, Adrian, for you, the El Capris.
Oh, 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 do
Okay, there you go. That one there going out to Adrian Vitervo in our YouTube chat room. Those are the El Capris. El Capris on the High Q label. That's Sam Crumby on lead. September 1958 release. That record is as old as your disc jockey, Johnny G. Okay, the El Capris with Girl of Mine. Now, for you collectors out there, if you have this on the yellow label, that is the second press. This is the first press, the blue label. Let us continue here. I still have two records to go for by Arlene Smith and the Chantels as we pay tribute to the late Arlene Smith. This is my favorite record by the group. Of course, they were discovered by Richard Barrett, who would become the group's manager and plays all those pianos the piano that you hear on their recordings. Now, this song written by Nate Nelson of the Flamingos, and this was the group's 5th release for George Golner's End record label, and this charted number 5 on WUST in Bethesda, Maryland. And I have this on a 78, Tony Barcia. This is from July of 1958. Here are the Chantels, the late Arlene Smith on lead, and the song is called If You Try. Here you go, the Chantels. That's the late Arlene Smith on lead with the Chantels, George Golner's End record label, and that was their 5th release on the End label from July 58. If You Try is the name of the tune. 2 more 45s to go. Apologize for the length of the show. I added these Chantels tribute records here for Arlene Smith, which kind of extended the show a little bit for tonight. But let's go back to Detroit now and fill a request for Donald Old School. Okay, requested this tune on Robert West's Flick record label. It would get picked up by Unart Records. I showed you the Unart press. That was the press that my aunt had, but it's styrene. These Flicks play rough, some of them they do, okay, but this was a big national hit for this group, number 17 on Billboard, 14 on Cashbox, and Wilson Pickett and Eddie Floyd were members of this group, and this is arranged by Sax Carey, and the lead singer on this tune is Joe Stubbs, and Joe Stubbs was Levi Stubbs' brother, and of course Levi Stubbs was the lead singer of the Four Tops. Let's go to January of 1959 by request for Donald Old School. Here are the Falcons on the first press, the Flick label. It's called You're So Fine. Here you go, Donald Old School, for you, the Falcons.
I walk as sweet as your kiss. So fine, so fine. Every time we meet, my heart skips a beat, and you're my first cup of coffee.
My last drop.
You're so fine. You're so fine. You're mine. You're mine. I want and I'll talk about you. You're so fine. You're so fine. You're mine. You're mine. I walk and I'll talk about you.
Okay, there you go. They like that tune there in the YouTube chat room. Those are the Falcons. The Falcons on the Flick record label. That is the first label for that 45. A January 1959 release, You're So Fine. That is with Joe Stubbs on lead. And I found out from when Reed was the one that told me that the true first press of this record does not have this address of Gallagher, 18424 Gallagher, which is the street name. The true first press does not have that, and there's a press after this that has a different address. So this is, I guess, the one where the record started taking off up in Detroit, but nationally it was on the Unart label. And there you go. That's going out to Donald Old School. There's your tune. Well, that's going to do it for Johnny G and the Vinyl Treasure Show. I want to thank you for joining Johnny G, listening to these cool 45s out of my collection as requested by you. If you would like to make a request on a future Vinyl Treasure Show, you need to email me at vinyltreasures@aol.com. It's on my YouTube page. It's on Facebook. You can contact me on Facebook Messenger, as many of you do. Sometimes if you post on my YouTube wall, I'll see it. Not always, but sometimes I do. And email is the best way. So I want to thank everybody for tuning into the program. Again, thank you, Charlene, for your help again. And I hope to see you tomorrow evening. Tomorrow evening, beginning at 9 p.m. We'll pick up where we left off. I kind of went a little overboard here because of the Arlene Smith tribute. But tomorrow, again, will be a fantastic show. It should be, I hope. And everything will be fine this coming Sunday. So thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We're going to close the show with this song, probably the least played of her 45s, I think. I asked Bill Olb about it. I said, Bill, what song by Arlene Smith and the Chantels is probably the least that's played? And he said, Johnny, it's this one. So we're going to close the show tonight from April 1958. Okay, the late Arlene Smith and the Chantels. And this is their fourth release on the End record label. This is actually a B-side. The A-side, a great tune called I Love You So, but this is the B-side here from April 58. The Chantels on End with How Could You Call It Off? Well, because it's time to go. That's it, folks. Thank you all for being here. Please give me a thumbs up and tell your friends about the program. We need more subscribers. Thank you, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow night. Just want to say, everybody, so long. Here you go, the Chantels.